Welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith. Okay, I've drilled a hole here, and while I have location here, I'm going to go ahead and come across and get the two slots for the trunnion here. Alright, come on out as far as I need to go. And then I'm going to elongate it slightly this way here so that it'll pivot. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 0 with the X and the Y. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go in the other room and we're going to go ahead and just take a couple pieces of steel and we're just going to tack weld them so that they hold the trunnion in there like this. And then this is free to go move with the movement. Well, this is kind of like first part assembly. So we're going to put the two bottom plates on here first, and we're just like laying them over those openings right there. And we're going to hold them down with our pliers here. And we're just going to give them a zap here. Actually, we're going to move this, we're going to move them back this way a little bit because we know we have a flat bar over here. And I don't want the weld to be... Let's think about this for a second. There's a flat bar right there, a ½ inch, I know. I just don't want the weld bead to lay underneath there. We might have to clean that up. We'll put it even with this end here. There we go. Excellent. Alright, we found some 5/16 flat washers that will fit on here real nice, and it was pretty important because I don't like putting them over the slots here without something to slide on. Because when you're in the field, you're gonna want you want some pretty clean adjustment there. And all right, we'll get those down tight. Okay, that's in the middle of the travel there. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put the lead screw in here. Before we do this, we're going to go ahead and put a light coat of lubrication on here. Okay, that'll go all the way down. Pivot's nice. It's not restricted. It's free, but not excessively loose. Okay, and just a tiny bit of lube on that pivot right there. A little bit of lube there in those faces. We just don't want alright. And I think we're going to put the pin through that way for right now. I don't know if one way is better than the other way. Alright, now this fits snug enough that we have to put this in with a little bit of a tap. There we go. Alright, now we're going to find a half-inch nut for that and a washer. We don't really have to crank that because we know that we want this firm. Okay, it'd be hard to beat that if you tried for it. Okay, now we can bring the lead screw up here because we need to drop the spacer on there. Here's the thrust spacer. Now we need a little stack of something to lock down on there to control the thrust up and down, and then the threads remaining will be for our handle. Okay, we rummaged through our collection there. We had another slug, so we're gonna slap that on there like that. All right, now we're gonna run a regular 9/16 grade 8 nut down here, and we're holding this as okay, and we don't want that to be really butt tight. Alright, now on top of this, and what we're going to do is we're going to use that nut and we're going to jam. Well, we thought that was 3/8. Alright, we did find another tall nut in our collection there, and it's 5/8 on the OD, so we're going to use this old socket right here, and we're going to make a T-handle on here, and that's going to be the adjustment for up and down. Alright, so we're going to pick the right thrust right here, and then we're going to lock these nuts together. Alright, so we got to go get 2 wrenches there. We're kind of playing with the backlash here, and we know that's butt tight right there. Alright, that feels pretty good. That can always be adjusted, but alright. Alright, that'll be up and down, and that's going to be the T-handle. We're going to go ahead and make a riser handle for that right now. Alright, we've went and heli-arced a T-handle to our nut, and we have full control up and down. Okay, now you might be asking, okay, now what about setting for depth? Well, as we were putting all this together, the most logical thing is to put a double nut lock on the bottom of the all thread. That's the lead screw itself. There's enough room underneath that nut to double lock a nut at position so that it will only pass through the feed nut so far, and you can lock that in place when you hit your depth the first time, and then all your other depths would match that. So we're going to go ahead and include that in a test run right here on this piece of material.